Hey everybody. So I didn't expect to have to jump back on here right away, but I do have some bad news. So I just tested out the uploading my, watch this. So I'll flip it around. All right, so this is I uploaded the periscope I just did, right? And it starts out in vertical. And look what it looks like when you go landscape. It doesn't switch. Nope, not good. So what I did here is I started this broadcast out in landscape. If you guys noted, yes, that is on YouTube. So I started this out on YouTube. On landscape. So now I'm going to see if it actually saves this in landscape mode. And so when I switch to this, in YouTube, I wonder if it's going to switch me to portrait or if it'll switch me, and now I'm going to be laying down in portrait. Because if that's the case, then people are going to have to go one or the other for all of their YouTube uploads, which could be a huge, huge problem. Yes, still need to use video editing software to switch it. So look, you can see right here when this is the video I just did. Unfortunately, on portrait, and then it doesn't do it. So for those that are tuning in, I was super excited about this as well, but I am all about testing it. How's it going to look in Catch? That's actually a great question too. Let me loop in Catch real quick. But for those that are tuning in, this is something good to know. You're going to record something, and when you plan on uploading it to YouTube and you don't want to use editing software, start it in landscape and leave it in landscape the entire time. Yeah, how will it look on the new iPad Pro? That'll be interesting. Hello, let me check out Catch. I don't know what it's going to look like on Catch. But yes, so for all of those that are listening, iMovie will allow you to switch it. Yes, it will. But let's just remember that the average user isn't using iMovie. So I like to work with the lowest common denominator. So let's watch what it looks like on Catch. This info. All right, so here's Catch. Here's what it looks like on Catch. So let's fast forward a little bit, and it's the same. So let's look at that. Everyone keep this in mind. How's it going, Chicago? Great presentation. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you guys for sharing this. This is good for everybody to know. I think everybody's going to be super excited. Yes, if you're not a pro, this is going to be horrible. Lowest common denominator, aka Sarah Moore. That's funny. But yes, so this is, keep this in mind, people, for everyone that's doing the replays and understanding that. Look at this. If you are planning on uploading it to YouTube, down for a second there. Here, let me put my, here's what you need to do. If you're planning on uploading it to YouTube natively, what I recommend you doing is you start the broadcast, which it now allows you. Start the broadcast in landscape, leave it in landscape the entire time, and then stop the broadcast in landscape. Therefore, when you upload it the entire time, it's easily to be consumed. Anyone else's Periscope update being laggy? Had a radio interview on Periscope, recommended this app. Very cool. That's kind of important for everyone. Yes. So keep this in mind. Those of you that are super excited, this is a brand new update to Periscope. If you're just tuning in, it allows you to broadcast in landscape mode, which you guys are now seeing right now. But don't start in portrait if you want to upload this to Periscope or upload this to YouTube. It completely flips on the camera switch. Oh yeah, it does. It's kind of funny, JB. So now need to stay in landscape for the entire YouTube. I don't know what Catch will do on their side, but for everyone that wants to upload this content to YouTube and embrace the power that is landscape, you want to stay in landscape mode from start to finish, or you're going to be stuck looking like what I, and look at that. Who wants to that? When I go to the rear-facing camera, screen goes upside down. Oh, interesting. So yes, so don't do that. So don't do what I did here. I started, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the broadcast that I just did right now. I'm going to upload this one. I'm going to upload this one to YouTube as well, and you'll be able to see the difference. This one will start in landscape. Therefore, whenever I do go this way, it'll change. So just something important. Decided positioning for recording and stayed. Correct. I agree. Thanks for testing it. No problem. So yeah, for all those that are tuning in, that's my tip. I know lots of people are going to get on here and tell you to give you tips. Oh, weird. When you switch the camera, it does a backflip. I know it does, which is kind of cool. Kind of go upside down for a minute. My pleasure, voice actor. We have completely relearned the platform. Yes, pretty much. So yes, so leave it in landscape from start to finish if you plan on uploading it to YouTube. If you don't plan on uploading it to YouTube, not a big deal. But there's 4 major updates, I guess, total to Periscope for those that are tuning in here. You can now broadcast in landscape mode. Your followers can now share this to Facebook as long as they are logged in to Facebook in the settings of their app. The other piece of that, along with that, is that you can actually now see who shares your broadcast inside of your news feed when someone shares it to their followers. And last but not least, yes, like 100 scopes going on with the update. I know there's a ton of everyone scopes about the update. But for me, it's all about testing it. I don't care about being first. I care about testing it and giving you guys as much actionable data as you possibly can. So who'd be elsewhere? Oh, thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate that. And is it correct on Periscope TV? Oh, that's a good question. Let me test it out there. Thank you for sharing it to Facebook. And then the last piece is you can swipe right now, and you can actually hide the comments and the hearts. And then you could swipe right and re-enable them. So if you wanted to do that, you can do that now. What happened? Hold on. But if you're watching this, so if you clicked on this via my link, this is, look how nice it looks on the browser. Yes, I will say that Chris and update yet. So as you can see, the update actually looks really fresh when you're watching this on the browser. Full screen mode in full effect. But the reason I jumped back on here real quickly was to tell you guys that if you want to upload this, yes, swiping left or right on Android or swiping up on Android. So if you want to upload this to YouTube, you must start your broadcast in landscape. Start your broadcast in landscape if you plan on uploading this to YouTube in landscape mode. If you do not, you're going to have to do some editing using any of the iMovie software. I use Final Cut Pro. But just so you guys know, yes, if you're losing half your keyboard, just refresh your app and you can jump back in. So yes, much better for web producers. Just remember, if you want to upload it in landscape and YouTube, start it in landscape. Don't start it in portrait, and make sure you end it in landscape. So the last clip is also set in the same format. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. You guys can go watch all of everyone else's update Periscopes, but I will upload this one to Periscope as well, so you guys can see the difference between starting it in landscape versus starting it in portrait. Have a great day. Hopefully I'll see you on Blab at noon for my show Cloud Talk.